Are you ready for a vacation that will make all your poker buddies jealous? Set sail with Texas Card House for 7 days of sun, fun, and poker on March 26th to April 2nd, 2023. Sailing out of Galveston, Texas, the Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas is one of the most awarded ships in the world. As you sail for 7 days with Texas Card House with stops in Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. Sun, fun, and oh yeah, non-stop poker. Texas Card House is bringing their world-class staff on board for 7 days of cash games, tournaments, and no matter your skill level, we've got games for you. Texas Card House Poker Cruise, Royal Caribbean, Allure of the Seas. Cabins are going fast. Don't get left in port and miss the vacation of a lifetime. For full details, visit TexasCardHouse.com.
Hello, my name is Eugene. I'm the tournament director at Texas Card House Dallas. I have some exciting news for our tournament players in 2023. We will be starting a tournament rewards program that is offering a $15,000 free roll quarterly, and there's 2 ways to qualify. 1, you can be top 20 on our money leaderboard. 2, you can be top 25 on our loyalty rewards leaderboard. Follow along at TexasCardDallas.com for more details.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching Texas Card House live from. Welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's late start tonight, Derek.
Yeah, late start for us here in Dallas. 9:55 start time.
Good to be back, once a year.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have no live streams all this week because of the weather here we've had in Dallas. It's good to be back here. Welcome back to TCH Live, guys. It looks like it looks like they're doing a pop-up. No, but this is the final table of our Saturday 20K Guaranteed Tournament. Welcome, everybody. See a lot of our regulars in the chat. Ragnar Roverby, Skullbone, RS Actuary, ADC Scooter.
Yeah, it's cool to see everybody here with this late start. You know.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And there we have it, the payouts for our tournament here. We had about 82,000 in our prize pool tonight. Top prize of 14,706. All these players guaranteed 22.52. Pretty great payday so far.
I see a couple players excited, ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, David in our 5 seat especially excited. He came in on his final table, I think, with about 80,000 in chips. So he laddered up quite a bit in the last few hands.
Yeah, I was playing a little bit myself, but I was keeping a close eye. And he just kept falling, and he kept sitting there. It was crazy to watch. I played a little bit. I played a little profit today.
Oh, that's good to hear.
For a change.
Yeah, I know you've had some bad run of cards, so it's good to hear you.
Yeah,
finally go in your favor here. We have a lot of our regular players here. Mark in the 2 seat, actually winner of our the tournament before the mystery bounty. Yeah, it was our end of summer 250K guaranteed, I believe. Yeah, he won that tournament for a nice score.
Yeah.
David in the 5 seat, no stranger to this final table. Harvey in the 6 seat plays our Wednesday games sometimes, so he plays some big cash games, but likes to play our tournaments on Saturdays. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate y'all stopping in.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have a nice start of the hand with Ace King here already. Let's see what happens.
110.
And with this later start, a lot of our players are going to be starting this final table a bit shallower than in our normal tournament. So they're probably going to see a lot less post flop, a lot more all in pre flop. Nice hand there for Sardine there in the 4 seat. See Ryan Blacker in the chat, another one of our dealers here at TCH. How's it going?
Yeah, what's happening, Ryan? See you over there. He should be coming back shortly. I know he went back to Baltimore for a little bit, hang out with the family.
Really appreciate everyone coming in here tonight.
Yeah, how many we got? We got 106 as of right now, first hand.
Yeah, we already had. I think we had like 70 of y'all just waiting in here to get started. I mean, it's a bit later start than normal. Appreciate y'all waiting and being patient. Sardine with another strong hand here, going to raise it up.
First one out.
It's going to be.
Stan.
Wow, interesting spot here.
Stan is all in. Look at this.
Very interesting here because David's sitting on about 80,000 in chips. I mean, you'd expect people to wait, you know, before they start going in here.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ace King, very strong hand here. Vandy kind of put in a spot here. I mean, I wouldn't blame Vandy for folding, just because you know Sardine is raising under the gun, representing a strong range here, and you have to worry about
there it is.
you have to worry about David being the short stack. But no, he's going to commit a stack here, go all in with the Ace King. And fortunate for both players, they're going to see it's a fair fight. David was hoping for the ladder up there. Oh, there's a sweat now. Oh, and that's it.
That's it.
One more card.
So the Sardine would have won, right? The Jack won the river? He had Queen Jack, right? Did he have Queen Jack?
He did have Queen Jack. He would have won that pot, but tough to commit your stack there.
No doubt. With the chip stack he's got, yeah.
Rebecca Thompson in the chat. Mark Sure is a regular on final tables. Way to go. Yeah, Mark's a great tournament player. Plays all of our tournaments here. Actually was super excited to come back here. He said he was on business in California for a little bit, and then obviously we had the storms the past few days.
Yeah.
The ice storm. So, you know, everyone's super excited to be back here and playing poker.
You have 10 big blinds. 11.
Nick Gutierrez in the chat. Poker's rigged. What a dumb game. Yeah, sorry about your run, man. He made a deep run today, actually. Congratulations on your deep run, Nick.
Yeah, I happened to come over and walk up right up on the table when he was going all in. And couldn't even get a picture card on the board for him.
David here wow, just in time, huh? Picks up Jacks under the gun. Mark actually gonna have a big hand here as well. Ace King.
Wow.
And it's gonna be a fair fight. Fair fight for David's tournament life.
That's my nemesis. No. No.
You saw what happened with Ace King last time. Nothing hit.
Well, let's see.
David needs to fade an ace or a king here to stay in this tournament.
Calling for the low cards.
Oh, what a sweat.
Look at this.
What a sweat.
No jack. He said no jack.
No jack.
No jack.
Oh.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
Jack's hold.
As sweaty as a flop could come for the Ace King.
Be careful what you ask for.
And a full double up there, and actually more than a double up for David.
Thank you.
Gonna be up to 290K now.
Put him right back in.
A little breeze in the room there.
Not really. Going right back in the pot.
I know.
Enjoy the moment because it's gone.
Pretty chatty table. Love to see it.
Yes, definitely.
Getting selected.
Aces and kings and queens.
Someone in the chat says Jacks is the worst hand in poker. I mean, what do y'all think of there in the chat? Y'all have a favorite hand? I know Mitch here, my co-commentator, his favorite hand is pocket tens.
Yeah.
I personally like 9-10 suited. It's a very fun hand for me.
I'm okay with jacks. You know. I mean, I have no problems throwing them away.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to get away pre-flop if there's like a lot of action, right?
You
You're
know,
like, well,
I mean, you can get away pre-flop.
You're flipping at best.
You can get away on the flop. You know, and if you hit, you know,
you can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Kings and queens a little harder to fold, even if that overcard comes, right? Danny Chen in the chat says Harvey's such a luck box. Yeah, well, he's a good player as well. He's a good player. He does get lucky every now and then.
10-9 suited, very sexy.
I agree, Dylan. Appreciate everyone stopping in tonight. Mr. Nice. Alex, how's it going? What's up? Michael Tillman says, I don't have a favorite hand, I just hate two pair. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Like two pair, you feel committed to the hand, and then but you feel like if someone goes all in, they're like, well, you're waiting for them to show the set, right? Nate says stick with aces, it never fails. So. Well, I don't
even want to talk about aces. I had ace one time today. Guy called me down. He needed a 3 on the river. I gut shot 3. He had a pair of deuces. I go all in. He calls. He hits a 3 on the river. Dude, I couldn't believe it. What's his name? Oh heck, what is his name?
We'll go back to that. There, we got some action here. JL in the cutoff. Gonna make the fold with an ace 10 of diamonds. Definitely a spot for all in or fold there. Michael will take down the blinds. A pretty large raise pre-flop as well. I mean, he is the chip leader going to the final table, so he can apply some pressure here, especially with David as the short stack. No one's really want to get out of hand here. As we can see here, David with only 2 big blinds, Mark with only 4 big blinds. I mean, Michael with 40 big blinds, the next biggest stack is 20 big blinds. And we got Mr. Nice in the chat says, just got to TCH, this place is popping. Yeah, no, we're super busy here tonight. Hopefully we can get the camera angle for a room at some point.
Yeah, everybody was itching, man. I had a couple of days we were closed with the bad weather. I was itching. Even I was itching.
It's funny, because that Thursday, everyone came back here. All I heard was people saying, "Oh, so bored. I was so bored at home." It's like, it makes us wonder how we survived the pandemic, huh?
I know how.
We were months away.
I know how a lot of people were over at my house back in Baltimore. They weren't started.
Are we going to shove his ace-5 of hearts in the small blind there? Take down the blinds.
He wants to talk to.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Daryl G. Alexander Sr. in the chat. So, Derek, if you get the time, talk about what we discussed on our table. If a guy to your right says raise, you have to wait until he says how much or puts the raise out. Yeah, no, it's a good point. And I do remember that. Thank you for bringing it up again, actually. Yeah, that's just some, I'd say some standard tournament etiquette, even just regular poker etiquette. I'd say it's a little more important in tournaments just because of how, stacked ups work. But, if someone just announces raise, you don't want to fold your hand just yet because it could affect how much they're going to raise or put out, if that makes sense. Definitely want to wait to fold in turn, even if the player ahead of you announces raise. Even if you know you're folding, you just don't want to influence the amount that they could raise to. Thank you for bringing it up again, and had a fun time dealing to you that day. Got a multi-way flop here. Michael actually gonna flop the best hand. Pair of 9s with backdoor diamonds.
175.
Most likely just gonna bet and take it down here. Another nice hand there for Michael. Michael really running over this final table. Really establishing his dominance as the chip leader. ADC Scooter in chat says, I still don't have power in my house. Ice storms in the south suck. Really sorry to hear that. I know our producer David just got power back yesterday. So those of y'all that are in South Texas, I hope y'all are staying warm. Staying safe. Brian Crow in the chat. How's it going? $200 of y'all watching with us tonight. Down to the final 9 of our 20K guaranteed tournament here in Dallas, Texas. Appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all listen to the voices of Derek and Mitch had to step out for a little bit, but he'll be back shortly. Mark picking up a big hand here just in time. A lot of big hands out of the gun just when they need it. Mark going to be all in here for his tournament life with the Kings. Michael most likely going to make the call here.
230.
Also might be incentivized to rejam to isolate.
Call 230.
Now he will just make the call, take the lower variance route, and it's Mark's tournament life, but he's way ahead here. Needs to fade a 7 or running straight cards. Let's see if Mark can stay in this tournament here. Queen 9-9, safe flop there for the Kings. 4 diamonds won't do it here. Needs to find the 7 and the 7 only. Kings are going to hold here. Nice hand there for Mark. Gets the full up. And man, these shorties will not go away. You can kind of see the annoyance in some of the players' faces. Wanting the short stacks to bust out before they can play some real poker here. Ryan Crow, our CEO, says just got power back about 2 hours ago. My goodness. Hope you and your family are all right. For those of you that don't know, Ryan Crow, our CEO of Texas Card House, in the chat with us. Vandy here, aka Mark. Raise under the gun here.
140.
Ace Jack. Definitely a fine hand here to open up. Definitely would be put in an uncomfortable spot if 3-bet, but oh, this could be interesting here. Mark on Mark violence here, but Mark with dominated Jack. And wow, what a disciplined fold there. What a disciplined fold. Figured he was probably outkicked against the under the gun range, and he was right. That was an impressive fold there. So you got Derek commentating tonight, and also have Derek dealing. Not the same Derek, though. Derek Glover in the dealer box tonight, dealing our final table. And as more and more viewers hop into the live stream tonight, make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps the channel out a bunch. If you get to sub to our channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. You'll be notified every time we go live for our live stream and anytime we release new content. Always appreciate all our viewers here that love to watch our final tables on Saturday. Also, if you're just here to come chat with me, I'm also cool with that. Feel free to ask any questions y'all might have regarding our card room, poker, or the live stream in general. Sardine here with the sevens. Imagine we'll open it up here.
Raise to 130. All in.
Wow, David just getting all these hands here in the right spots. We'll probably get the full double up again here, unless Sardine hits a 7.
All in.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
And Vandy with 8s. Gonna rejam here to isolate David, and Sardine put in a spot here. We'll let it go, and David's gonna be surprised that he's ahead here. He's thinking that Vandy woke up with like aces or kings.
Really? 7?
David needs to fade an 8 or running straight cards to stay alive in this tournament. Oh, and an 8 right on the flop there. Needs to hit a spade or a 9 to stay alive. And that's going to be David's tournament, unfortunately for him. He had a really good run there with the short stack, making it to the final table. Came in as the shortest stack and battled. Vandy going to find that lucky 8 on the flop to stay alive and chip up there.
Nice hand, Mark.
David taking home a nice little payday of $22.52. All of these players guaranteed $26.72 now. Obviously, all of their eyes on that top prize of $14,000. Down to our final 8 now. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. GG's in the chat for David. Absolutely. Played really great final table there.
Raised to 150.
I mean, he came with about 80,000, so he probably lasted a lot longer than he thought. Got some extra TV time there. Danny's going to open the action here. Vandy going to defend his button. Queen Jack of clubs. Oh no. It's going to come Jack high. Top pair, top kicker, and the nut flush draw for Danny. He just has this,
Bet 225.
has his board hammer locked. Vandy, I don't think can go anywhere for one bet here. Might even consider jamming with top pair here. How stack sizes are. Still ahead of hands like King Queen with a diamond. Ace King with a diamond, and he will find the all-in and find the cooler flop here. Vandy pretty much drawing dead here. Needs to find a queen and a queen only to knock Danny out. And there's the diamond. That's it. That's it on the turn. Nice hand there for Danny, and these two players pretty much switch stack sizes. LV Coleman in the chat says, good evening, everyone. Hope all are having a good night. I know I am. Hope everyone's staying warm in Texas and in the rest of the states.
He plus gave you the nut draw.
David ended up getting knocked out, unfortunately. He got it in good, 9s against 8s, and then Mark flopped a set of 8s.
Well, at least Mark got his chips back. Sorry, guys, I had to step out. My oldest son rolled up in the room. I had to go say hi to him.
Mark in the chat says, how many started in the tournaments? We had about 277, I want to say. Maybe give or take. 274 to start the tournament, and the buy-in for this tournament was $365.
David's out.
Yeah, David battled, doubled up twice, and then unfortunately got knocked out in that last hand there. But I'm sure he's still happy with his
Dave's always a pleasure at the table, always.
Yeah, very nice guy.
All right, well, I'm back. Let's see if I get back in the groove here. I chatted a little bit with Harvey before I came in, just to say hey to him when I was coming in. I went and got something to eat, after I got done.
Harvey looks like he's got some thoughts here. Not wanting to just check. Got the 3 deuce. Maybe thinking about what he could raise to get Sardine to fold pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not going to be playing his cards, but maybe just playing the player there. But decides to check back.
Well, I mean, just that long pause. Here, Sardine out flopped him. He already had him anyway. But that long pause could lead Sardine to think that he might have a little something more than he does. Obviously.
Yeah, maybe he's trapping with some stronger hand, like King Queen.
So Sardine's go ahead and take a shot at it. Harvey's gonna continue. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do here. Maybe it was his plan all along.
No, I think you're right. I think he's like I don't think he has any King X or Ace X holdings. If it comes King High, I'm gonna try to seal the pot away from him. Now Sardine with a weird spot. Now he only has bottom pair, and I think this is the spot Harvey was waiting for.
Harvey knows he's got to do. I think if he does something quick, the quicker he acts, I think the quicker Sardine will throw it away.
Yeah, because you want to make it seem like he was contemplating something there, right? Yeah. Now kind of given the green light to try to take it down here. Going to put out a bet, 150 half pot bet.
I like this play by Harvey. I like it a lot.
I don't see how Sardine can make the call here. I mean, I think your only other move is all in, but that'd be kind of suicide.
I think Sardine's going to throw this way. I don't think he can.
Like Harvey could have 10-8, he could have 10-6, he could have 6-8, he could have King 8, King 6, everything.
That long pause pre-flop got in Sardine's hand.
And Harvey's
That-
saying he was supposed to raise pre-flop. Oh my gosh.
That was Harvey's play. Look, perfect. He hit that whole hand was
Yeah,
perfect.
well played there by Harvey. As we're saying that, Mallory Poker in the chat, our game runner for our Tuesday and Wednesday cash game streams, says Harvey going to win and free roll the high stakes game on Tuesday? Question mark. Well, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, I mean, you know, I guess there's only a couple of ways you can play 2-3 off, and either, you know, most people just throw it away. But
I really thought he was gonna make a move pre-flop. Honestly, like I have 3 high right now. If I see a flop, I'm not gonna win. Yeah. Decided to take that post flop, man. What a nice
to
play.
You know, I might have to steal that play. I might have to steal that. I might have to add it to my short list of.
You see, because small blind versus big blind is so rarely played in cash games, right? Because I mean, so often you see it chopped, or people just don't want to play it, right? But in tournaments, you're kind of forced to, right? And it's a big part of it's a big part of the game. When it starts getting a lot shallower stacked, people are going to fold around to the blinds, and you're kind of committed when you already have something committed to the pot there. And you got to get used to playing, you know, small blind versus big blind in tournaments.
He dealt me the chopped on those. 3 out of the last 5.
That was actually a pretty big pot there for Harvey there. I mean, he chipped up to 18 bigs. Now third in chips. Every pot's so important right now, as we see, you know, over half our players with 10 big blinds or less.
You know, with Sardine just calling there, Harvey knew that he probably didn't have a king.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, with the 10, and he did hit the 6. But he wasn't worried. He knew he could get him off the 6. So all he was really worried about was
if you slow play to him, like aces or kings.
Yeah, you know. But even then, Harvey still could have gotten away from it. Very well played.
Well, and that's what makes the play so great too, right? It's like he can put out a bet there, and if for some reason that Sardine was trapping with a hand like aces or kings, like he played that exactly where he limped, bet, check, turn. Then you know he can easily get away from it. He only has 3 high, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Michael here going to raise the small blind.
And Danny's got
Jack.
He's got my favorite hand there. You see?
Yeah, Danny with the pocket 10s, the tanks as they call them. I think a little too deep to just jam all in. And Michael electing for a larger raise size pre-flop, close to 4x. Which is definitely unorthodox at this point of the tournament.
Definitely a great flop for Danny.
Yeah, don't think you can be upset about that flop.
Yeah, no, he's right in the position he wants to be, sitting next to the chip leader, pocket 10s with that flop. Yeah, that was a pretty easy hand to play right there.
Yeah, no reason to check back either. You want to charge all those ace high, king high holdings.
Yep. The next thing you check or just bet a little something. Next thing you know, you got a picture card or an ace on the turn. Then what are you going to do?
Yeah, definitely a spot where when you have a better read on where you're holding or where your hand is relative to your opponent, you definitely want to try to get more money in. Yeah, like you said, like say turn comes an ace or king.
Yeah.
Michael not necessarily connecting with that ace or king, but really puts you in a tough spot. Like you don't know where your hand's at that point.
Ooh, what's that? Yeah, okay, yeah. So we got Derek in the box tonight.
You couldn't wait to get your chip tonight. You couldn't wait.
Brian Blacker in chat. Just out of curiosity, was there any reason for the layer start tonight? Structure different, never-ending final table bubble. I mean, we had a few more entrants than I think are what we normally have on a Saturday, and I mean sometimes just how the player.
Yeah, I mean,
like if we have a bunch of very solid, tighter players and someone that's not really aggressive, then it's gonna be tougher to knock out players. And I think in the player pool we had left for like the last 18, there were a bunch of very solid players that knew how to play the game.
Well, when we first started doing this, 270 was pretty average. We're getting over 300 players. It's kind of leveled off now, and and the 240, 230.
Raised to 130.
So that would be, I think, a reason for the early starts, because starting at 8 was an early start.
Over here, pocket 9s facing a raise from Sardine. Could definitely go for a 3-bet here. But he will take the lower variance route. We'll just make the call.
All right, Jeremy, we'll get to you in a minute at the end of this hand.
Raise to
Jeremy has a question. We can address that. I'll let you do it. I know.
Oh, wow, look at all these hands here.
I know.
Pocket sevens, pocket nines, ace jack, and an ace queen. Tough spot here for Mark. With his exact stack size, only sitting on about 6 big blinds, I think he just has to go with it here. I don't know if you can wait for a better spot.
And there it is.
Yeah, he just has to go with it there. If they have a better hand, they have it. You have relevant blockers to aces, queens, ace, king. And now he's going to get a massive value here, picking up the dead money from Sardine and Harvey.
Yeah.
And he's going to see that he's way elite against Michael.
Look at this.
Harvey kind of put him in a tough spot there. I don't think he really could do anything there. The only way he would have been committed there if he decided to 3-bet the nines, which it's kind of tough to do. Wow,
Look
here
at
comes
that.
queen high.
Look at
Pocket sevens would have flopped the set.
Oh my God.
Got a sweat here for a chop. 2 pair over 2 pair. Mark going to get the full double up. And look at that. Mark's patience paid off.
Pocket sevens would have flopped the set.
Okay, go back to the question here. Jeremy here. Can you guys explain the tourney, total cost for a first timer, etc. Please, question mark, question mark. So to be able to even come into our card room here, it is a private club. You do have to become a member. So you can either have a daily membership of $10, a monthly membership of $30, or a yearly membership of $300. And then to enter our tournaments, all you have to do is just be a member and then pay the entry fee. So for this specific tournament, it's $365. If you want a complete list of all of our daily tournaments, I recommend you go to texascardhouse.com and make sure you click on the Dallas location. On that calendar there, it'll show all of our daily tournaments and the buy-ins and guarantees, structures, everything. John Kelsey in the chat says, shout out to the TCH Live crew. Another one of our TCH Live crew members. Also works in the cage.
Yeah, Jeremy, if you want to download or if you already have it, Poker Atlas, they give you all the information here if you're in Dallas, in the Texas area. Come on down, check it out. Daily membership, just a one-day daily, $10 to get in the door. You come in and get played some. We have live games, we have tournaments.
Yeah, if you want to play cash, you do have to pay the membership and then a $13 an hour seat rental fee. So the $10 daily or the $30 monthly, that just gets you into the room.
Yeah.
It gets you a membership card. You get signed up. You have to answer a few questions, fill out some information. And then you can pay $13 an hour to play any of our cash games here, from 1-2 no limit, 2-5 no limit, 5-10, 25-50. We've had 50-100 even.
Yeah.
PLO, 5-card high-low. 10-20 mix games. We run anything here at Texas Card House.
Come check it out. Come check it out. Hopefully, sometime during the course of the day, we'll get a shot of the room.
Yeah.
In between hands, and you can see, or go to Poker Atlas. And you can see all the games we have going. And like I said, the tournaments twice a day. The morning tournament and then the afternoon tournament. Turbos, if you're interested, we have a tournament. I like to play the tournament, the turbo tournament. 130 to get in. But Jeremy, come on down, check it out.
Yeah, and for those of you that are watching that are in the Dallas area and have yet to come check out our room, I highly recommend y'all come out and check out our room here. We're located right at the intersection of 635 and 35 in the Sam Moon Center. Kind of the heart of Dallas, Texas, honestly. Very centrally located, very easy to get to from all locations, especially from the airport.
Yeah, just off 35.
Oh, and that's a great point there from Julian. We do have a promotion here this month of February. So for a limited time only for this month, you can buy 9 hours for $99. So you're saving $2 an hour. Instead of your standard $13 an hour, you're going to pay $11 an hour. And I believe that promotion is limited to 18 hours per day. But you can definitely stock up on some time if you come here every day.
Yeah.
So definitely take advantage of that time promotion if y'all like cash games.
I also like 10 Jack too. When I'm playing, I like to look down at 10 Jack.
I agree. Yeah. You can make the nut straight like what 5 different ways or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack 10 high. Jack high.
Well, Mark's going to outflop Sardine and Mike.
No, 4 different ways. Yeah, that actually is one of my favorite hands as well. Jack 10. If you're making a straight with Jack 10, it's going to be the nut straight. So you're never worried about your straight being, the bottom end or anything like that.
Mark still has the better of it. Michael Jarl into 1 out only. Ooh, almost got there. So he got there for a second when I saw the 8.
Mark going to go for some value here, and he can get called by Michael. Nice hand there from Mark. And look at that. Mark now the chip leader of our final table.
It's funny, I'm looking at the table. This is crazy. I'm looking at the table. I think the only person that I dealt to today was Mark.
Which Mark?
Seat 1.
Oh, okay.
And I busted him out.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey.
And here he is at the final table.
There you go. That's why. Don't be shy. Rebuy. You might make the final table.
There it is. Yeah, I'm looking at the final table. I'm like, I didn't deal with these guys. I dealt to him because the white rabbit hat. I noticed the white, because I'm sure it's not the same White Rabbit I'm thinking about. White Rabbit is a Jefferson Airplane song from the 60s.
Oh yeah, I remember the 60s, Mitch, like it was yesterday.
Well, I'm just saying, when I saw the White Rabbit, I'm like, great slick. I know there's a couple of listeners out there know what I'm talking about, but I don't think it's the same White Rabbit.
Vanny gonna go all in with the ace queen. JL gonna rejam. He has less chips though with the pocket 3s. It is a coin flip. I did see 1 queen folded there, so that's 1 less out there for Bandy. Obviously, there's counterfeit outs as well. It's going to come 8 high. Nice flop there for the pocket 3s. Needs to find an ace or a queen. There it is, the ace on the turn. The ace on the turn. Bandy running hot here.
Wow.
And I think that'll be JL's tournament.
Amen.
Congratulations to JL. GG's in the chat for him. Going to take home a nice prize of $26.72. All these players now guaranteed $32.30. Of course, still all of their eyes on that top prize, $14,706. Can you guys talk about becoming a dealer? Yeah, we can definitely brush up on that. So I actually, this is my first dealing gig here at TCH Dallas. Mitch, actually a veteran dealer. What, you've been dealing for over, what, 20 years?
No, not that long.
No, not that long.
2009.
2009?
But I do have 3 kids.
Okay.
And all 3 of them deal. One's dealing. Wade has dealt the live stream many times. Brittany is just recently joined the room.
And your older son, TBD.
Yeah, look.
Maybe.
There's a chance he could come here someday. Right now, he's doing other stuff. But yeah, down the road he could come down here. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, so I mean, the steps you can becoming a dealer. I mean, I've heard people say you go to dealer school. That's definitely a route. I honestly just went on YouTube. I looked up True Poker Dealer, and Mark Chumster. He actually is a dealer here at TCH.
He's a dealer, yeah.
He's a dealer here at TCH Dallas. Yeah, I went on YouTube. Honestly, YouTube how to deal poker, and his videos were one of the first things. Honestly, I recommend his content. He's very detail oriented in his videos on how he's explaining like how you should pitch, how you should certain etiquette on burning and turning a card, like counting the stub, handling chips, cutting out chips, all of that you can find on his YouTube channel. So I highly recommend that if you're looking or aspiring to become a dealer.
Yeah, and most places that have casinos, like other states, they want a certificate.
Okay, yeah, you need a gaming license.
Yeah, to get a gaming license, you need a certificate. You have to take it a class, which is what I did a few years ago. But here, I guess you fill out an application.
Yeah, you fill out an application, and for me personally, I just I did the dealer audition. They want to make sure you're familiar with certain obviously basic rules.
Yeah.
Here we follow TDA rules for tournament and cash. And we have an all in here from Stan here. Wow,
With queen 9. Wow.
I mean, he is down to what, about 7 big blinds.
Mark liked the suited ace there, but not enough to make that call.
Definitely on the weaker side of holdings that he could have to go all in there. But fortunate for him, no one had anything to call him with.
Wow.
Obviously, much easier to go all in than to call an all in, right? So, I mean, he even might be able to get some king highs or ace highs to fold there.
Under the gun. Wow. Queen 9. All right.
Strong move there.
They worked.
It worked out in his favor for sure.
Yeah.
And as we see here, our biggest stack, even only 24 big blinds. So a very, very shallow final table here, as we did have a much later start than normal. We're not going to see as much play, unfortunately. But, I hear people say sometimes when it gets, 20 big blinds or less, you can't play any poker. No, but you still need to pick your spots. Right?
Yeah.
You still got to be patient. You still got to pick your spots. You need to know what hands you can go all in with.
Position
matters.
Is much more important when you're short stack like that.
I agree. I agree. And as you can see here, Stan picking up a good spot here. And he's going to probably get the full double up here.
Let's see.
He is at risk here, so he needs to fade a 9 or running diamonds. I do see a question in the chat. Is this on a time delay? Yeah, about 15-minute delay. Let's see what the flop brings here. Safe flop there for the ace-jack. Oh, 9 on the turn.
He needs a 10 or a jack. He's not dead.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow. Wow. Got it way ahead here, and Michael goes runner trips to knock him out. Wow. And that'll be the end for Stan there. GG's for Stan. I mean, I don't think I could play. He could play it any different there. Picked a good spot. Jammed his ace-jack against the button open.
I mean, and I'm sure he liked what he saw going up against the ace-9.
That's one less player there. Stan taking home 32-30. Now down to our final 6 players, all guaranteed 41-43. It looks like we got some Sardine fans in the chat. Lincoln Yang says, Sardine buying us pho. If he wins, let's go Sardine. Well, pho is actually one of my favorite foods, so could I join y'all?
I like a little pho myself.
Yeah, that's kind of perfect weather for it too, honestly.
JD wants to know how the weather is. It's getting better. Definitely getting better.
It's it's hovering in the 40 to 50s.
Let's see. Well, there's no more snow and ice. Let me check it out here.
Hovering at the high to low 51 degrees.
Oh, is that accurate? 51. A lot of people out here complain about the weather. One day it's 24 degrees, the next day it's 75. I'll take that all day.
I like the variety, honestly.
I'll take that. I don't want to go back to Baltimore where it's 24, 24, 24, 24.
For 4 months?
No. If I can get a day where it's 24 and 2 days later it's 70, okay.
I will say my sinuses don't like it so much, but in terms of just comfort, yeah, it's like
definitely.
If it's ever cold here in Texas, it's not going to be for longer than like a week.
And that's definitely, I like that.
I know that was a big reason why Lauren's parents moved from Buffalo.
Oh my God, Buffalo. I feel sorry for those guys. I got a couple friends living in Buffalo. I don't know why.
Michael Tilton in the chat says, I got to root for Michael. No reason given. Yeah, no, you don't need any reason to root for any of these players here on our final table. In fact, I want to know in the live stream chat who y'all are rooting for. Whether it be, a father, a friend, a husband, boyfriend.
Well, I know it's good to see Mark back at the table.
Absolutely. It's been too long.
I know that when he won the big tournament, it was a long, grueling day for him. He ended up having to go to the hospital. He wasn't feeling very well. Had an infection, And
Yeah, he did tell me about that.
yeah, he's obviously he's much better now.
Yeah, it's good to hear that he's okay.
But yeah, he came in. We didn't see him for a couple weeks, and he came in. He's like, yeah, to go to the hospital after the tournament. You know, it was just a grueling day, and I don't know. He said it was an infection, I think.
Bet 325.
So let's see.
Yeah, I guess while we have a little bit of break here, I do want to give kind of a special shout out to actually he used to deal here, and kind of a legend of poker in the Dallas area. Bugsy, or Robert Slagle, aka Bugsy, did pass away this past week. So if anyone in the chat was affected by that, we do have our thoughts. I didn't know him too well, but I did work with him for a little bit, and he was the nicest guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the tournament viewers, he doesn't play Holdem that much.
He plays a lot of Congress.
Yeah, he's if we have a Congress tournament, he's here. He's won. He went up to the casino there. They had the big WPT, I think. Tournament.
Actually, I think the last Congress tournament we had here, he won.
Yeah.
So the last month's Congress winner was Bugsy. So I mean, very, very sad news to hear that. Very nice guy.
Yeah, it was a
shock. It was a shock.
Definitely a shock. You know, when I came here from Baltimore, he was working here with us.
Yeah.
And we're the same age, so I kind of
bonded.
Yeah, we kind of he's from Texas, I was from the East Coast. We jabbed a little bit. It's kind of cool, and got to know each other, and it was kind of cool. It was a shock to me when he left. I was a little disappointed, but I did get to see him come back and play here a couple times. It was real sad news when I heard. I was a little surprised.
Yeah, very surprised for sure.
So throws out to his family and friends.
Yeah, and I do think we're actually going to have a Congress tournament in his honor soon. Yeah. So I think the three different poker clubs in Dallas are actually going to work together to have kind of a like a big memorial tournament for him there, because he was really that big of an impact.
Yeah,
in the Dallas area.
Dallas, even Texas, he's well known all through the poker community. Yeah, and he did a lot of charity work too.
Yeah, he did. See a lot of people cheering for Sardine. Got someone cheering for Danny, aka Hubby. Very cool. Love to see significant others in the live stream chat. Daryl cheering for Harvey.
And thank you, JD. A little RP. Right, P for Bugsy. Emily, if you're watching, who you pulling for, Emily? Emily, want to say hi to Emily. She wasn't feeling very well today. I know she went home early.
Check on the river here. Sardine going to take a nice pot there. Closing in on the chip leader. Danny's still the chip leader, though. John Ford in the cash. John Ford in the live stream chat says, "Is this a cash game?" No, this is a tournament. This is a tournament final table. We do have cash game live streams on Tuesday and Wednesday from our Dallas location, Monday and Thursday from our Austin location.
All these players wished it was a cash game.
Victor in the chat says Harvey for the W. A lot of Harvey fans. A lot of Sardine fans.
Doug R. Yeah, I guess. I guess to a certain extent that is.
Yeah, I mean, so I like to think if his wife is in the live stream chat, she's fully supportive of his poker playing. And
no doubt.
I don't imagine Danny would ever hide that.
Well, Danny's got a decent hand right now going up against Michael.
Yeah, both suited to the diamond suit here. Some say the suit that makes the most flushes, but I'm not sure. No, mathematically, all the suits have an equal chance, but
you would think.
Sometimes, man, you just.
Oh, here we go.
Big 3-bet here.
775.
We'll get the fold there. Hector in chat says, when's the next special tournament, i.e. Memorial Day, Super Bounty, etc.? So I actually do know the specifics of the next tournament, but I don't think I'm allowed to say specifically what it is. I will say there is going to be a big tournament coming March. So stay tuned for that here from TCH Dallas.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to.
You want to tell me about it later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's actually, yeah.
You want to tell me about it now? Let's see. Oh, okay. Ah, he's writing it down for me. Got a piece of paper and pencil, guys.
Raised to 2.
Yeah, I just don't want to get in trouble. I don't think they'd mind because it actually is out there publicly. You just have to know where to look for it. But yeah, it's going to be another big tournament, big guaranteed tournament here in Dallas in March. So stay tuned for that.
Well, here we
guys.
go. We got Mike talking about the tournament on the cruise. We do have the cruise coming up and the new room opening up shortly here.
Oh, and
there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
I think Tyler heard us.
And there you go. There's a shot of the room.
Action-packed.
Yeah, you can see it.
Completely packed tonight. All 26 tables.
Yeah, so, you know, we have seats available. You know, my son was just in here, you know, looking to find a seat. But he said there's a small list, so he didn't want to, he wanted to go get something to eat. But, yeah, I mean, Saturday night,
All in.
10:45. Room looks good.
Stephen Owen in the chat says, how'd he pass? I don't want to get too much into details for it, but I mean, he did pass from a heart attack, unfortunately. But other than that, I don't want to give too many more details out of respect for his family. Yeah, you did. For those of y'all that are watching our Tuesday live streams, that's right. On table number 9, we did have our high stakes game going right there. Quarter 50.
Yeah.
Tends to run pretty much every day on Friday and Saturday.
That's why I saw Kyle there, I guess.
How often does someone pull out a cell phone and get right on it? So I didn't think a lot more than that.
Got a lot of viewers from Australia tonight. Thank y'all so much. Watching from Australia, Ben Phillips. Let's go, Mark. He's a fellow Aussie. Mark. Oh, Mark. Okay, Mark Wing in the 1 seat. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. That explains why we have so many Aussie viewers tonight, huh?
A lot of words out. Texas poker. That's not much of a flop there. Mark will bet out to take it down.
Every stoplight, you know, you reach for.
Great viewership so far. We're only about an hour into our stream. Got about 400 of y'all with us tonight. If you get to hit that like button, smash that like button for us. Helps the channel out a bunch. And if you're enjoying the commentary from me, Derek, and my co-commentator Mitch, hit the like button. Helps
Yeah,
us a
hit the
bunch.
like. Yeah, hit the like button. Here we are, hand number 32. Was it 200? What, 270? 274? Did you say?
What's up?
How many?
Oh, 274. Yes.
274 down in the final. What?
All in.
6? So we have 6.
Yeah, down to our final 6 players here. Should be a fun final table, regardless of what happens here. A lot of fun players here.
Well, there's Emily. Emily's listening.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for tuning in. Adam Mock says 3:46 p.m. on a Sunday. Man, that's hard to wrap my head around sometimes. 3:46 p.m. on a Sunday in Australia. Down under, as they say. Nothing else to do. Well, thank you for tuning in here, buddy. Or should I say, mate?
Congrats, Mitch. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Mike Jones says he likes the fit in seat 8. Danny, so you got to root for him. Yeah, it's actually a very sleek outfit there. Got the Adidas windbreaker, slick white hat. What do y'all like to wear when you're playing?
Well, I'm thinking Mark's hair here. You know, looking like
that's true. I mean,
looking like Doc from Back to the Future. Chris, Christopher Lloyd.
I'm sure he's done that, like cosplay or like Halloween costume before, right? You know.
He had to, right?
All in.
All right, Sardine going to go all in. Just under $1 million in chips.
If he calls here, it would be a coin flip here, but I mean, king high, king 7 high, that is. Maybe if he had like king queen suited, king jack suited, I could see him making the call there.
Yeah.
Great Scott. What year? So we've already passed, right? The year that when they were in the future. It's like 20, because it was like 2015, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have flying car.
You know, I remember when the movie came out. I'm like,
2015.
2015.
That's not a real year.
I was like, man, I'll have great grandkids by this. You know, that's the way I was thinking.
Oh, I didn't even catch what Doug was saying until I read Adam's response. Yeah, he's like, oh well, if you're in the future down there in Australia, you should already know the winner.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's exactly how live streams work across the world. Oh my goodness. I mean, he's not wrong. A male will win this this final table.
There it is.
Van need a short stack right now.
Leo, would you like 14 kilo, Leo?
You know, the thing that I really wanted from Back to the Future was the adjustable jacket, where all you had to do,
push a button.
You push the button. It's sized like so. My body type, I have a longer torso, so I have to wear like mediums. But with the medium sizes comes longer, you know, arms. So like my arms are always, you know, it's very annoying.
At my age, I want the shoes that you just push the button. I don't want the.
Oh, they lace up for you?
Yeah, I don't want to have to bend over and tie my shoes all the time.
Yeah, I do remember that scene actually. The microwave meals where they like
Yeah.
they poured like a little some like seasoning into a bowl and they press the button and like a chicken kind of.
Yeah.
Carter in the chat says, "What's the biggest tournament TCH has?" So our biggest weekly tournament is the Saturday tournament, $365 buy-in, 20K guaranteed, and then once a month we'll do a $500 50K, and then typically once a quarter, so like every 3 months, we'll have a 250K or a 500K guaranteed tournament. Our last biggest tournament we had was a $800 500K mystery bounty, which was very popular. Had mystery bounties ranging from $800 to $20,000.
And of course, when those big tournaments we have, the final table is always live stream.
Always live stream, yes. Kind of a weird run out here. Badoogie turn card here. 8-4-5 deuce. Badoogie. And King High's gonna be the best hand.
Wait, the airbags are real fake with the sneakers? You can do that? They have those?
Apparently, yeah, he says they'll run you about 20,000 on the secondary market.
Oh,
They must be like collectors.
I just have like the slipper kind of things now that you just slip on. There's no, laces. That's what I use now. $20,000?
Yeah, I totally agree, Carter. Very sick. And if you're local here in Dallas, you should definitely come by if you like tournament poker. And if you're not local, I mean, you can still make a trip out of it. I don't know I can't tell you how many people I've met just working here, playing here. People all over the world, literally. I mean, I've met people from England, Germany, Australia, Czechoslovakia, Ukraine.
Yeah. Hell, I came from
Canada.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
I came from Baltimore to work here.
Yeah, all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah.
And we're about 20 minutes away from the DFW International Airport. So you definitely fly into Dallas that way, hitch a ride over here. to the card room. Love the Badoogie reference there. Yeah, I mean, I love mixed games, so I like to reference that every now and then. Not gonna lie, anytime I play a 4-card or 5-card hand, and I see like, a sick Badoogie hand or a Badusi hand or Deuce of 7 hand, that's all I think about. Carter, you say you're from Florida? Very cool.
Raise 200 more, 280 total.
Oh yeah, I misspoke. Sorry. Yeah, Czechia or my world's geography is not that good. I apologize.
A Pro Mug, Billy? Or what part of Jersey? Let's see. Ah, they got the same hand.
Some aggression from Vandy's to take down the blinds. Walter Rutledge in the chat says, "Are they saying when the new location will open?" Nothing specific, but I would look to early to mid-spring is what we've heard, right, as the opening date.
Yeah, I heard maybe like March.
Yeah, March. But for anyone that's worked in like a contracted business before, it all comes down to timing, right? I mean, the timing of the electrical with the plumbing and the carpeting, the painting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a lot of moving parts working together here to try to get one location finished. So I mean, we really can't give you anything specific, honestly. We'd like to, but we really honestly don't know. I actually just talked to Victor.
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier too.
I literally just talked to Victor like an hour ago, and even he doesn't know, and he's our COO because he says that we literally don't know like how fast it's gonna get done.
Well, Gotti, actually, we're going to keep both places open.
Yeah. Gotti there from Twitch. Yeah, we're actually gonna have both locations open.
4 players.
Okay, so from Jersey City. That's up near New York there. I'm from around, South Jersey area, Got a lot of friends in South Jersey.
What was the buy-in? $365. Had about 274 players here. Wow, 4-way flop here. And it's going to be top pair and top pair.
Larry, final call. 1 to kilo, Larry.
Backdoor spades or Harvey 2 overs. Michael with a gut shot.
Harvey will throw it away. Wow, Mike's going to make a call with the 6-5 off. And get there.
Wow.
And get there.
All in.
Wow.
I mean,
Paul.
and Vandy's going to be drawing dead here.
Wow.
Vandy's going to be drawing dead, and that's going to be the tournament for Vandy. Michael is going to win a massive pot here. I mean, it's...
How can he put him on 6-5, right?
You can't. I mean, good game there for Vandy. Gonna go home in 6th place. Taking a 41-43. All these players now guaranteed $5,343 now.
He's got a sick hand right there.
Down to our final 5 players. We have Danny, we have Michael, we have Mark, Harvey, Sardine. Who all of y'all are rooting for?
Yeah, let's hear it. Who are you pulling for? Hit the like button. Tell us who you're pulling for. 379.
Hector with a question here. What do you think about the restructuring the payouts? Honestly, I mean, completely unbiased, as much unbiased as possible. I personally like it because, especially if you're a regular here in the card room, you're gonna be playing a lot of these tournaments, firing bullet after bullet after bullet. I mean, and if your min caches are not even double your buy-in, it's hard to be a profitable tournament player if you know, we make it only very top heavy. Like only the first place money gets you profit for the month or whatever. So I personally like the restructure of the payouts because I mean, what I've noticed, all of our tournaments here now, if you're min cashing, you're at least doubling your buy-in, which is huge. You know, I mean, I've played in tournaments personally. I'm sure you have too. You know, in casinos or whatnot, where it say it's like a $300 tournament. You play a day 1, you make day 2, and the min cash is $370.
Yeah.
You make $70 for like 14 hours of play. It's like, what?
Pay that in gas coming here both those days.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? I mean, I can understand them wanting to have that nice shiny first prize money. It's like it's more attractive, obviously. But in terms of for the player pool, I think it's better to have a flatter payout.
All right, looks like we're getting some Danny, some Harvey there. Sardines getting some love.
Ben Phillips says, if Mark makes top 3, I'm flying to Dallas. Yeah, I mean, that's...
Amanda pulling for her hubby.
Let's go Harvey for Christopher Cashman, one of our high-stakes players. What's up, buddy?
Ben's pulling for the White Rabbit. Looks like Harvey's going to get there on the river with the straight. Or with the spade, okay. I'll throw a little something out there.
Duncan Wilkie, another Aussie here. Get around Mark. Man, a lot. There's so many Aussies in the chat. How many Aussies we got here in the chat?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, appreciate y'all stopping in.
You were trying to steal it. But I was not that far off because your 10 was pretty good.
Yeah, luck puck strikes again there. Nice little run out there for Harvey. We'll chip up to 13 big blinds. Danny, the chip leader right now, at 31 big blinds. Michael with 27 big blinds.
If he doesn't have a 10, 1-9 high is good. Because you have none of that on the board. So I was saying to myself, he doesn't have anything. He didn't pair it, no. No, if he doesn't have another pair, I'm good. If he doesn't have another pair, I'm good. Yeah, I think it's
Our tournament director there, Eugene, stepping in for a little second.
Raised to 225.
Mark's got a lace king here.
Just a little bit of a hand here.
Yeah,
Six-handed.
Danny's ace 7. What is it suited? All right, we'll see a flop. Heads up action here. Wow. Well, that's a heck of a flop.
Queen, queen, queen. 3 ladies here on the flop.
15.
Mark's go ahead, throw a little something out there.
Figured you caught him.
I don't even want to mess with it. Yeah. Just watch on the replay. Oh my God.
51-1.
All right, down in the final 5 here Saturday night, Dallas. Saturday day tournament here. 5 final players.
If you're just now joining us here, you're watching the final 5 players, like Mitch said. Listen to the voices of Derek and Mitch. And Walter in the chat says he likes the new pay structure. We're thinking to have a trophy for the winner. Actually, no, I've actually brought that up to Eugene quite a few times. And I was actually thinking of, I mean, I don't know how many players remember or know of the, I know in Vegas some of the tournaments will have like kind of card protectors when you win a tournament.
Yeah.
I recommend that for Eugene, like just like a metal card protector that just said the big one, TCH Dallas or something,
right.
or big one champion, something like that. You know, just something to commemorate, you know, a Saturday tournament victory, because it's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played a bunch of these tournaments on Saturday, and I've only final tabled 1 time. You know, it's very tough to make a final table.
I didn't see Walt here today. Must not have been in here today.
225.
Or the wife. was, do you know if him and did he make the final table last week? I wasn't here. Walt, did you and the wife Snow? Did you guys show up last week? Let's see here. All right, Michael, got to look down.
Raise to 500.
Pocket eights and make a raise.
Massive raise here, 5x.
He'll take it down.
I mean, but honestly, at this stage of the tournament here, when you have two opponents with 8 big blinds or less, I mean, you're putting pressure on all the stacks, right? And you're putting pressure on the, somewhat larger stacks as they have to commit a lot of their chips to even just see it flop.
Well, it says him and Snow will play next week. 15 last week. That's good. That's good. Made the money. Mark's got a couple of deuces.
25.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aces against deuces here.
I mean, in the big blind here, I might be tempted just to slow play it.
I'm always a fan of that once you start getting down to about 5. You know, you want to try and make a little something with them.
Yeah, I mean, when you get much shorter handed, the ranges are a lot wider. This is a massive shove here. I mean, Mark here with just pocket deuces, flipping with literally every hand.
Yeah.
Has to let it go.
Yeah.
Hand's not bad either. Yep. They don't get any better.
He said it don't get any better. He's not lying.
Sean in the chat says GTO should be min raising, not 5x under the gun at this stage. I totally agree. But I mean, if you played any kind of live tournament poker, GTO strategy can only get you so far. I feel like it's especially in live tournaments specifically. Live cash, I think I could agree a GTO strategy is much more sound. Live tournaments are kind of its own animal.
Yeah, that's true. Harvey going to look down at a couple of 7s and the button. See what he wants to do with this.
Raise.
Well, he's definitely going to make a raise here, I see.
625.
Kind of a online move here. Essentially raising and committing your stack here.
Yeah.
But it gives you some room to fold. Say if it goes Michael goes all in, Danny goes all in. Then he can fold and ladder up. So a little bit of a tournament strategy here from Harvey here. Because he can comfortably obviously fold and get the ladder up if Michael goes all in and Danny goes all in, rather than just shoving here on the button. Wow, and Michael's gonna fold the king queen.
Wow. Wow. I'm surprised.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very surprised as well. Mark Wee in the chat. How's it going? No, and I'll say this. I mean, GTO is a great baseline, right? Or the game 3 optimal is a great baseline in live poker. But it's just the I'm telling you, the live tournaments are just such a. You really gotta deviate quite a bit or adjust. You're never gonna be playing 100% GTO in live poker.
Yeah.
Ben Phillips says, give a shout out to the Australian Poker League where Mark plays back home. Well, there you go. Shout out to the Australian Poker League. Justin Gendels is watching from Sydney, Australia. Mark Wing for the win. Man, a lot of Mark fans here.
I'm telling you, we got to get to Australia.
We got to do a live from Australia now.
Talk to Victor. I'll see if we can get the funding for that.
Yeah, while we're trying to open up a new room.
Come on, Vic.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there in the chat. King Queen suited, quite the monster 5-handed there. Very surprising to see Michael make a fold.
I mean, he's probably one of the more aggressive players at the table.
Yeah.
I mean, he did have a player behind him, but just one.
I mean, I guess something that might have crossed his mind, right, is Harvey, very, very solid player, right? Do you want to double him up? Probably not.
I gotta agree with that.
So, like, you know, he's obviously behind against any ace high. He's losing to any pocket pair, or he's flipping with every pocket pair, losing to kings and ace. I mean, yeah, yes, it's still a tight fold, but you got to think about, you know, is it worth it with just king high right now? I mean, I don't know. Obviously, king queen suited, very strong. Oh wow, it's all in and a call. Small blind versus big blind. Sardine waking up with the king 10 suited.
Well, this is a race.
Wow.
Wow.
2 pair, but there's a sweat. Can hit trip 10s or a jack or a king. But no, that's going to be it for Sardine. Unfortunate there for the Sardine fans out there.
I can hear Australia chat clapping. They're cheering. They're going crazy.
I can hear the cheers from Australia.
I can hear it, yeah.
From here, guys. So all of our Aussie fans out there, Mark Wing finds the knockout here. GG's for Sardine. Down to our final 4 players now. I love seeing all these fans. I mean, he must have sent out a mass group text to his poker buddies.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have 414 viewers, 400 of them from Australia.
Oh, Mark Wong. Okay, yeah. I guess it was a typo earlier. Okay, Mark Wong. Excuse me. I really do appreciate everyone participating in the live stream chat.
Raised to 225.
Love seeing the chat.
Definitely a good game for Sardine. He played very well all day, I'm sure. Played well at the final table.
And nothing could have gone there. I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty standard all in and a call.
All in.
Danny going to raise. Harvey going to come over the top, take it down, and we'll move on.
Yes, we're down to our final 4 players. Each player guaranteed $6,699. So, I mean, the prize jumps are getting big now.
Yeah.
Prize jumps are getting big. Top prize still $14,706.
Oh, pardon me. Down to 4.
And for any of our viewers out there that have yet to hit that like button, hit that like button. But while you do it, think about the player that you want to win this tournament, and you're going to give them some run goods. So make sure you hit that like button. Think about the player that you want to win. And then do it right now.
I know he's going to call me. That's what I read on you. Like, I want to bet this, but I'm like, that knucklehead's going to call me. It's true.
We got Mark Wong in the 1C. We got Harvey. We got Michael. We got Danny.
It's a little dark, but you know.
Final 4.
Look at the cobwebs out.
Started out with 274, right? That is, I keep forgetting, that is the number, right?
274 entrants. So individual entrants.
Right. And down to 4.
Raised to 225.
Saturday started, what, 12 hours ago? It started 11 or 10?
10 a.m.
10. So 13 hours ago. Down to the final 4. Harvey again with the pocket 7s.
Vicky, would you like to have Vicky?
Mark going to raise with the king 4 offsuit. Harvey wants to make the call. Well, he's a little concerned with the 2 guys behind him.
Yeah, he's doing some quick math here. I think he's going to settle on an all-in here.
Raised to 1 million.
Okay, no, he's going to do the same thing with
Yeah.
to leave himself behind just in case.
Ah, tried to help and made it worse.
I don't think Mark can make that call.
Absolutely not.
No.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen the show Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
a long time ago, maybe once or twice. It's got Danny DeVito in it, right?
Yeah. Sean here in the chat says Danny in the 8 seat looks like a composed version of Charlie. Oh, you did. So Sean, you're actually in good company here. Cooper, our producer back there, said the same thing. Oh my gosh! Now that you mention it, man, I can't unsee that.
Raised to 225.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. When he. Oh my god.
Well, here he has.
Yeah. When he looks down, yeah, he really does.
Well, he's got a couple of 8s right now. Let's see what he wants to do with these. Apparently, they're agreeing. Gotti says he does look like Charlie. We see after this next game, we find out where all these people are from other than Australia. Give everybody a chance to give a shout out to their hometown. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I think we can wait until we get about heads up, I think.
Heads up?
Yeah.
They may chop at 3.
Nah, not with this group.
Not this group.
Mark didn't come all the way from Australia to chop.
You know what? I agree. I agree.
I think if Mark or Harvey are still in the group, they're not.
Well, I don't know. He's got 2.5. I mean, if they give him first place money, and then they chop, you know how.
Maybe. Yeah, and we see Gotti here in the chat says he doesn't think Harvey's going to chop. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Honestly, none of these players look like they want to chop.
Yeah, you know what? There's no way Mike's chopping.
Yeah.
Michael's not chopping. Yeah, you're right. We're playing this all the way.
Shout out from Thailand.
There you go.
What's up?
Raised to 250.
Oh, yeah, pardon me. It's been a long day. A little heads up action. Michael throw down a bet, take it down. We'll move on. Final 4 here. What'd you have for dinner today?
Chipotle.
Oh, you did?
Shout out from Mordor. Oh my goodness. That Lord of the Rings nerd in there. It's okay. Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite movies.
Mordor? I don't know.
From Lord of the Rings, man.
Oh, it's from the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, I'm pretty good at my geography. I'm like,
what state is that?
Well,
what city?
I do. I go beyond the states. I know my European countries. My.
Yeah, you don't know the country Mordor?
I'm like, is this a city in some, but okay. Lord of the Rings, I got it. My precious, it's the ring, right?
Yes.
I got it. See, I got it.
Aaron's going to give Michael a combo draw here. Flush draw with his gut shot.
Take a whole bunch out.
Mark was still
175.
the best hand at Showdown, though Michael has a ton of equity here. Can definitely put a lot of pressure on Mark if he decides to jam or put in a big raise here. But no, he's going to just call. Going to river a pair of 7s. I don't imagine Mark's going to check back here. Only has king high. Oh, but he will check back and give up, and he's going to see that. Well, I don't know. Michael might have still made the call there.
Well, I don't know. I think he was looking. He was looking for a heart. I don't know. I don't think I don't think Mike would have made the call.
It has to be an all in, I think. If Mark went all in on the river there, I think he could have gotten Michael to fold. Ben Phillips in the chat says it's Mark's 40th birthday in a few weeks, and he'll be flying back to Australia for it. Once he wins this, it's party time. Well, he still has to get through 3 very, very strong players here. Harvey here not going anywhere. Michael, a lot of aggression. Danny with his patience.
I mean, even if he doesn't win it all, he's still going to win enough to pay for his airfare, right?
Not if he's flying first class.
Wow. Coach. Harvey with a suited ace. He'll take it down. And we'll move on to hand number 57. They're flying by. Down to the final 4.
These players have been battling since 10 a.m. This final table for about an hour and a half. Down to our final 4 players, all playing for that top prize of $14,000.
We have a small group pulling for Harvey. We got Danny's wife pulling for him, right?
Yep.
We have a whole continent pulling
for Mark.
For Mark. So, you know, have we seen anybody pulling for Mike? Where's Mike's love? Come on, guys, show Mike a little something.
We'll show him some love. I mean, we love all our players here on this final table.
I want to see some love in the chat. All right. Mark's going all in with 2 picture cards. What's Harvey going to do? He'll give it up. Australia's happy. Marks will be 40 in a few weeks. Well, good for him. Yeah. Mark's going to go all in with the Jack 7 of hearts. Harvey, talk about stuck between a rock and a hard place right here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be, like, in terms of GTO play, I think this is going to be a call. But he doesn't want to ask for a count here to see if he's going to be at risk or if Mark will be at risk.
Yeah.
And it looks like Harvey has him just barely covered here. So I think he'll end up making the call.
And Sardine in the chat.
What's up, Sardine? Good run, buddy.
Very good run. The Crown in Melbourne is a nice poker room. I know a couple people have played there.
Very tough spot here for Harvey. I mean, he's never, like, way in the lead, right? It's like at best, your ace high is ahead against 2 live cards.
I like Doug's comment there. Mark tried to catch a blade. There you go. That looks like the Australian flag there.
No, I mean, this is a pretty standard jam here for Mark when it's folded to the small blind. I mean, you gotta keep in mind their stack depth, right? So at 100K big blind, it's only about 14 big blinds, and Harvey will make the call. It is the correct call, but he needs to fade some cards here. This is a big here. Big pot here. Oh, man. Finds a pair.
Mark's going to hit the 7.
Oh, and that's going to take out more of his outs. Unfortunate for Harvey. And Mark can get the full double up there.
Wow.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
There it is.
Yeah, totally agree there with Ryan. Yeah, definitely a call. It's just he's just making sure how much the call would be. No reason to not. I mean, you play all day to get to this point. You should take your time. Right?
Yeah. Well, here's Harvey. basically crippled now with the down to 80,000. And he'll be in a small blind position. Is that right?
He's in the small blind, yeah, because
Okay.
he was in the big blind. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a tough run out for Harvey. Just variance wasn't on his side on that hand. But nice hand for Mark. I imagine we'll be down to our final 3 players shortly. I mean, but we've seen crazier things, so I'm not gonna guarantee anything just yet.
Yeah. Every time we get in this situation, we mention Bart. Harvey going to go all in with a king 10 and get a call from Michael with the ace 7.
Oh my gosh! Of course he wakes up with the ace, right?
I'll take these.
Well, he's got the Mike's flopped the open ender.
He's
Harvey's
find a
still
king
looking
or
for
a
a king
10.
or a 10, and
And that's
no.
gonna be it.
That's
GG's to Harvey, making the final table here tonight.
Well, congratulations, Harvey. Well played. We'll be taking home some cabbage here. Well, how much?
Decent amount of cabbage, actually.
What's he got?
$6,699. All these players now guaranteed $8,300.
That's not a bad payday.
Not a bad
He
payday.
could fly
at
to
all.
Australia too if he wanted.
Yeah, he could go hang out with Mark
Yeah.
and crew.
Good game, Harvey. Well played, young man. Well played. Uh-oh. Mark's getting hot. They got the ace king now.
Yes, thank you guys. GG's for Harvey.
Michael's going to make the call. Danny with his 5 deuce going to get out of the way. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. Okay. He's going to make the call too.
Kind of surprised me actually with Danny's stack size.
Yeah.
Just
And
gonna
look
find
at
the best
that.
hand.
Well,
Oh, no, excuse me.
he's
Michael
the-
gonna
yeah,
find the best
Michael
hand.
with the 7. Danny's digging a piece of it. Mark with the ace king got none of it.
Hard to make a pair here. Down to our final 3 players. Michael, the chip leader, with about 40 big blinds. Danny, a little bit life support. I mean, has some room to work with. You know, even at 13 big blinds, can still do some raising. Play some, you know, post flop. See, this probably needs to be a little bit more selective here. Michael with the king deuce is going to raise his button. Wow, and we have a dominated deuce here. The same flop? Is that the same flop? 8, 6, 7.
No, he had a, because, no, Danny hit the 5. It was a couple, I don't know. He wishes he had the 5 now.
Yeah, so you hit better on this one.
Mark going to bet out with his queen high and take this pot down. Nice awareness there. Looks like we got about 460 of y'all with us right now. If you're just now joining us, we're down to our final 3 players for our Saturday 20K guaranteed tournament.
What's the likes look like?
I was just actually checking.
You checking it out? Cool. Let me know.
So we got about 106 likes without us having to say a word.
106.
So what do you want to get to by the end of the stream?
You know, 160.
160.
Come on. Come on, Australia.
All right, let's try to get to 160 likes by the end of the stream.
300.
You liking the way Mark's playing? Hit the like button. Do it for Mark.
Above all, do it for yourself.
Do it for Derek.
Or Mitch.
Yeah. I'd like it. All right.
Oh, look at that. Nut straight there for Michael. Danny drawing dead.
And hit an 8. See if he tried. No, he's not. Danny's not going to make the call, right?
Man, this is tough. because, I mean, it's the way the action
Yeah,
went. But,
yeah.
I mean, you can't call. Yeah. You can't call. Nice hand there for Michael. Winning another big pot there.
The dealer tried to set him up there, hitting him, giving him the 8 on the river
giving him
there.
some showdown value.
Making
Yeah.
him think, yeah, I might be good here.
Good fold there from Danny. Appreciate everyone that's hitting that like button so far, seeing the likes coming in. See a question here. What is the rake for cash games? So we actually do not rake any of our cash games here at TCH. We do $13 an hour for y'all to come in here with the membership fee. Then y'all can play as much poker as y'all want.
Yeah.
But no money coming off the table. No rake.
Danny's all in. He'll take it down. Pick up some blind chips. So for those of you who are in the Dallas area and you like to play tournament poker, but you don't want to play all day because, you know, it's grueling and you might have, you know, something to do later on, you can do what I do. I like to play the Sunday tournament, Derek. It's a little cheaper, you know, $200, and, you know, it's not an all-day event. You know, Derek
$200 5K guaranteed tournament.
Derek likes the all-day event. He likes the big Saturday time. I personally like the Sunday, but all right, we have an all-in here.
All-in and a call. Danny at risk with the best hand though. It's gonna come at Jack high, top pair. For Danny, Mark can still hit a king or now open-ended now. Can hit an ace or 9.
King is no good now for him. King will give. Well, Danny's going to take it down with the
725.
with the ace jack.
Nice hand there for Danny, doubling up to 1.3 million. Still in the danger zone though. 100K big blind.
Yeah, but he's taking down the last 2 hands. He's heating up. He's getting hot.
61, 21.
Skater Die 87 says hello poker people. Well, what's up? Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Skater Die 87.
Maybe I'm assuming they're a skater and they're born in 87.
That's what I was thinking.
385.
87 was a good year. I remember it well. Let's see if I can remember it. I think the Redskins won the Super Bowl. And I'm sure I know who won the World Series. That's always an easy one. In 87, the Minnesota Twins beat the Cardinals. Minnesota Twins, there it is. Beat the Cardinals, right?
Yes.
There it is.
Wow, look at you.
It's 7 games.
7 games is a lot of baseball.
7 games.
Doug R says he graduated high school in 87.
As I recall, the home team won every game. Let's see, who was the MVP in 87? Frank Viola. The MVP of the World Series, Frank Viola. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh my God. Whoo! I'm on fire tonight.
You and your
Well, that was, you know,
sports knowledge.
that was a long time ago, right? How long ago was
They
that?
win every home game.
The home team won every game. Metrodome, Minnesota, Busch Stadium, Cardinals won. Cardinals
Oh,
won.
thank
Yeah.
God that time don't come.
Wow,
Oh,
so
I'm smoked,
so
that diamond. Oh, I'm smoked. I was thinking
Minnesota had to
about
come
that.
back and win.
Yeah. The home team won every.
So it went 2-0, then 3-2, and then 2-0.
Yeah.
Golly. That's pretty sick. I graduated high school in 2019. Wow. That even sounds crazy for me. Because I graduated high school in 2013. We're rounding our 10-year reunion, Mitch.
You want to take a guess when I graduated high school?
19. Sorry, 18.
Nah, not quite that far back.
Okay, Matt has a question for you. Who won the World Series in 1974?
Let's see, 71, 72, 73 was Oakland, 74 was the Dodgers. It was the Dodgers.
And I'm sitting right next to Mitch. He doesn't have his phone out. He doesn't have Wikipedia or anything. He knows all this stuff, guys.
75 was the Reds. They beat the Sox.
Of course, you'd remember that.
Yeah, That's when I became. Very good, Doug. Doug's on top. That is right, Doug. I graduated in '84. Very good.
Unless I want to make it.
I'm talking about the Super Bowl in the '87 season.
We'll get back right to that. Michael with a big hand here.
Oh, look at that. And he goes to Redskins.
All in.
Raiders.
All in call.
Thank you.
Wow, and it's going to be an all-in and a call. A massive pot here. Wow, and Michael with a huge lead right now. This is Mark's tournament live here. Can he find an ace or running straight cards? No ace on the flop. Wow, heart on the turn's going to give a huge sweat here.
The ace got the ace of hearts.
Never easy.
Ooh,
Wow.
it was red.
A red card and paint, but not the right card. That's going to mean Mark's tournament there. GG's to Mark and everyone down under. Thank you all for tuning in for the past hour and a half. Really appreciate all the support, Ed.
Now we've done all the viewers from Australia.
Nah, I'm sure they'll tune in and stay with us.
Well, I hope they do.
But yeah, Mark there taking home a nice prize of $8,302. Should be plenty to get back home to Australia and then some to party with y'all.
Definitely.
These players now battling heads up, guaranteed 11,000 now.
Fly coach, Mark. Your friends want you to fly coach.
No, the button stays exactly where it's at.
It's going big, right?
Yeah, big, small.
Glad you asked, because I'd never get that right.
He didn't pay the big line.
Matt asking if this guy had the Schwab.
Correct, yeah.
Well, I wanted to get back on the '87. It was the '87 season, and it's always played in '88. The '87 season.
You got to be specific. You got to be.
'87 season was the Redskins beating, I think it was the Raiders.
Small blind on the button.
Doug Williams was
Because then you act first.
blunder.
Oh man, Doug.
Go on. The guy finished third out of 274.
Yeah, I mean, ace 10, ace 10, 300.
But
Like,
still,
what are you
it
gonna
was
do?
funny. I got to laugh.
I got to laugh at it too, Doug. But we're down to heads up now. Michael with a massive chip lead here. Danny with some work to do. 6-1 chip lead for Michael. Can he battle back?
That's a big jump there for Michael in the pay bracket. Uh-oh, looks like Mike's pulling for D-Boy to come back. Comeback time.
Well, I would, but every time I've done it, people have to jam on me, so I wanted to wait to make sure.
So he's got a 6-1 chip lead. Didn't we see this not too long ago?
Yeah, with Steven. Steven and, who's the other player? I can't remember the name. I feel so bad. But, yeah, no, they battled back and forth. And I think Steven had like a 5-1 or 6-1 chip lead at one point. And then he lost the chip lead.
And then he came back.
Yeah, and he came back and won.
Yeah.
Quite the heads-up battle. Let's see if we have another big heads-up game tonight. Always fun to watch heads-up.
Yeah.
Help me out with those bets a little
Yep.
bit, please. Thank you.
I just put there to block to catch the cards.
Gut shots for Danny. He's going to find a pair, but also going to give a gut shot to Michael.
Yeah, he's looking for a 9 real badly. Jack will help him out. Well, he's got the club draw, too.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, quite a few outs there for Michael.
Gotta mention that there, what Ryan just said. Shout out to Alex and Van for being the employee of the month.
Oh, they both ended up winning?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know who's won it too, but it was Alex and Van got the Employee of the Month.
Yeah, shout out to them. And that came with a nice little $500 bonus there, I think, for those.
Yeah, good for
Or maybe
them.
$300? No, $500, I think.
It
was
three.
$300.
I think
$300?
Yeah, $300. The 500 was for the training thing that you went over there. To.
Right.
Which I didn't go to.
Oh,
You know,
you were sick.
yeah, I had COVID, and I was like, I'm like, well, I
So
didn't know.
you missed all the training, man.
So Mike he's in the break room, drawing names out of a hat. I'm like, well, wait, can I do that at least? And I said, I'm not eligible.
Oh, and we have an all-in and a call here.
Jeez.
Michael waking up with some hands.
All night, all day. All right, Danny looking for an ace, and a fine one.
Wow, ace on the flop.
Now he has to fade an 8.
It's a fade an 8 and an 8 only. And a 9, very close.
Wow.
And Dan's going to double up here. We got a game now. Oh, we got a super chat here from Skater Die 87, $4.99 super chat. I plan to be on these Texas live streams sometime in the future. Remember my name. Well, I definitely will. Appreciate it.
Well, we gave his name a lot of attention with the 87. It just started a whole conversation.
Thank you so much, Skater Die. We'll definitely remember it.
All right. Well, before these guys go all in again, let's find out where everybody's from.
I definitely agree, Mitch. So those of y'all in the live stream chat, let us know where you're watching TCH live from. We'd love to know where y'all are watching from. I mean, we obviously know we have a lot of people from down under. We usually have a few people from Europe. Obviously, people all around the country, all over Texas.
I want to do something different tonight. Emily, if you're still listening, give us a little shout out for your hometown, Emily, if you can. I've never had her do that. Emily, if you can, give us your hometown. I know you're not listed from your hometown, but give it a little shout.
300.
All right, Danny with the 8-9. We're gonna go see a flop here, and look at this.
300.
Michael's gonna out-flop him and take it down and show him. He's got the dirty, well, not the dirty diaper. I guess he's got the clean diaper.
We'll let some of these locations fly in through the chat, but let us know where you're watching from. Appreciate everyone for tuning in and participating in our live stream.
I'll give Emily a little time. I know she's watching on the TV. She has to
Pull out the phone.
Get on her phone now and punch it in. All right, we have it looks like Danny's got a hand here.
Raise 400.
Let's throw a little something extra out there. Michael's going to make the call. That looks like a really nice flop for Danny. What do you think?
Almost too much of a hand, right? Heads up.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Oh my.
We have an action turn card here. Open-ended now
Look
for Michael.
At this. No one with the spade. Danny doesn't like that turn at all. Michael's not going to. Oh, I'd love to see a river. I'd love to see a river right now.
All right, looks like we got quite a few here.
Okay.
Let's start from the top here. Tyler, you're going to start us off from the North Pole. Very interesting. We got the UK, Fort Worth, Dallas, Atlanta, Forney, Texas, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Dallas, Gig Harbor, Washington, Arlington, Texas, Plano. Oh, I know who that is. That's Tim from the live stream, or from the cage.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Tim? Granbury, Texas, Hearst, Texas, Rochester, Minnesota, the mermaid capital of Texas. That is, what is the mermaid capital of Texas? Is that awesome?
There's from Minnesota there talking about the Twins. I know Sean had to appreciate that.
Bozeman, Montana, Fate, Texas, Boston, Montana.
Go Sox. That's the Red Sox.
Home of Chinese spy balloons. I did hear about that.
Apparently they shot it down today. I don't know. I haven't heard much about it.
McKinney, Texas, East Texas, Stockholm, LaGrange, North Carolina.
I thought that was in Texas.
Miami Beach, here every week. What's up, M. Gordon? I do see you here every week. Montreal. Staten Island, New York.
Staten Island Ferry. I love the ferry.
Miami Beach, England. Edmonton, Denton, Texas. What's up, everyone? Thank y'all so much for watching all over the world here.
I tell you, my daughter just recently started working here. Have you met her?
Yes, yeah.
And her fiance, Emilio.
Emilio, yep.
Yeah. Well, they just. My daughter, she loves New York City. We, grew up just south of Philly. Brittany, she loves New York City. Emilio had never been to New York City, so they decide to go take a trip to New York. And he asked me. He says, "It's cool, if I ask her to marry me." And Danny with Ace King again. Danny's starting to get some cards.
Yeah, the variance is starting to flow in Danny's favor right now.
I'll finish my story at the end of his hand. Look at that.
Wow, we can see in action.
This is unreal.
Flush draw versus top pair.
These kinds of hands, heads up.
Another ace king sighting, suited.
Danny's wondering what's the call for. He was.
Oh wow, turn.
Unreal. Look at this.
All the outs now for Michael. Danny with top pair, top kicker.
All in. Wow, look at this. Oh.
Tough spot. I mean, he knows he's behind. He knows he's behind.
But he knows he's. Oh my God.
Wow. He calls.
Did he
makes
call?
the call. This could be the tournament here.
He did make the call?
Wow. Yeah, Danny needs to fade a 10, 5, or club. Look at all those outs are live in the deck.
Unreal.
Oh, and that's a brick.
Wow. Wow.
And
how did that just happen?
And just like that, Danny's going to take the chip lead.
Are we seeing this again?
Wow, yeah.
Are we seeing this again?
6-1 chip lead, and now Danny with a 2-1 chip lead.
Wow.
2.5-1 chip lead.
Dude, if this was live, I'd want to leave the booth and go out and sit at the table and watch this live.
Chips are flying here. Too many outs.
Wow.
That old saying, he had too many outs on the turn there.
Wow. Unreal.
Nice hand there for Danny. Michael has some work to do now. He's been chip leading the whole final table pretty much.
Everything's been going Michael's way the whole night, and how does it not go his way now? Heads up, that's it. All those outs. Anyway, we continue on.
Battle
nice hand there for Danny. I mean, he had to be wondering why Michael was still calling. And then when he saw, he's like, oh, I see.
You have two pair or a set?
He's like, the two cards I don't want to see you have, you have. How's this possible, heads up?
Was Amanda Danny's wife?
Yeah,
she's very excited.
Well, there she is. There it is.
Yeah, very excited. But, I mean, it's not over yet. He still has a lot of work to do here.
Did he just get the same two cards?
No, he had 8-6 suited last time.
Oh. Those two cards were on the flop, right? I can't remember. Well, that's an interesting flop for Michael. And now Danny takes the lead. Well, he's had the lead. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Ace high going to be the best hand at showdown, and Danny's going to take another pot here. Another super chat here from J Low Poker. The color of the blank, I guess, whatever, should be a very light gray. The red is too bright when watching online. Also, heads up tournament with a 1K buy-in in 25K GT. I can't really. Well, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you for the comments, feedback.
So anyway, getting back to Brittany, Emilio asked me if he could marry her. I said, yeah, you're cool, dude. Okay, that's fine. So I made this suggestion. I said, hey, you ever been to New York? He goes, no. I said, well, you're going to take the Staten Island Ferry over from Staten Island to Lower Manhattan. I said, it goes right by the Statue of Liberty. I said, if you don't mind me making a suggestion, it might be the time to ask her. So he goes, okay, bitch, I'll think about it. So when he got there, it's all like, yeah, this is perfect. He asked her to marry him on the Staten Island Ferry.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, you want to do a heads-up tournament? Well, that's kind of heads-up tournaments are hard to do to justify, especially when in a room where you can have 9 players on a table paying $13 an hour. So
Yeah.
that'd be hard to justify in a room like for Texas Card House. But appreciates the thought. I mean, it could definitely be in the works, right? With a new room, we have more space, but I wouldn't guarantee anything.
As my good friend Gil from Glen Burnie, one of the many people that I do miss from back home. Thanks for tuning in, Gil. Appreciate it.
Definitely agree with Mike Jones here. Momentum has definitely shifted here.
Yeah, no doubt. I was talking to a couple people the other day. What do you think about a celebrity tournament?
What would that entail?
Well, get some, first of all, our room here is one of the most talked about rooms in the country, right? Get some celebrities here. I know Boston Rob from Survivor. I know he plays. Michael Phelps. I know he loves to play. I used to deal to him all the time back in Baltimore. Maybe I talked to Yuji.
Yeah, I mean, at least from what I've understood, from like David, that could always come with some issues with getting people here or appearance fees.
It's not going to have. Yeah, I mean they're going to want. Some people might want you to pay for their transportation here, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. It's not going to happen by next week, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe. I've always thought it'd be a cool thing.
Mr. Beast. Yeah, I doubt that would ever happen. A 6-max tournament would be good also. Yeah, again, we're limited by space, right? So if we're going to be able to run a tournament that we can have 9 players per table rather than 6, they're probably going to go for 9. But given the new location, I know Eugene wants to try to eventually do like a series or something. Multiple tournaments spread across a week, different buy-ins, different structures, different guarantees.
Well, look at this. Michael take it down with the 2 of clubs there.
Heads-up battle continues here. Danny with 43 big blinds. Michael with 20. Still plenty to work with here. These guys are going to play down until the end here. No chop. It's what y'all wanted here in the live stream chat.
Here we are, heads up. Heads up poker here. 274 entries down in the final 2 Saturday night and number 82. 433 of you watching. Thank you. Hit the like button. Where are we at with the likes? Did we hit the 160? I know we had to hit the 160, right?
I'm sure we're pretty close.
Blinds at 60.
We're at 139, 140.
140.
So we need about 20 more likes to hit that like goal tonight. So if you have to hit that like button, please do so. Jerry in the chat says, where's the new location? It's going to be located in Las Colinas, Texas. About 10 minutes away from here, actually. So pretty close. So
it's like 5 miles from here.
Yeah, it's not that far away from here. But, I mean, if anyone's seen our lists on, like, a weekend or even, like, on a Thursday night.
How about right now? Let me look. What is it looking like right now?
That's a good point. I mean, it is midnight now, so it's a little later. But we still have 30 people on the 1-2 list, 20 people on the 2-5.
I know my son was just coming over. He's out there now. I don't know if he's got a seat yet. Let me check with him. Let me ask him. I don't even know. I don't even know what he's playing. He plays everything. Michael going to take it down with the 7 deuce. Is that what he just did?
Yeah, Danny with the chip lead right now. Michael with some work to do.
It wasn't that long ago. Mike had a 6-1 chip lead. the tides turn, things change. Danny got hot quick. A huge hand.
Yeah, with the blinds as big as they are, it can really go anywhere here. Wow, look at this flop here. Flush draw for Michael. King high currently the best hand at showdown. And just like that, queen high flush for Michael.
Wow.
475.
And I mean, it's not unreasonable for Danny to make the call here with king high. Or maybe try to turn his hand into a bluff. Though it is double paired, so I mean, it'd be tough to get a full house to fold, right? So I mean, Michael's repping pretty thin here. Full house, or maybe even flush. He's gonna see the bad news.
Yeah.
We'll make the call with king high incorrectly. And now they're even stacked. And actually, we have another super chat from J-Lo Poker, $9.99 super chat. There should be a monthly $250K, $600 buy-in event, like the other card games in Texas and other cities. It would be nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do more tournaments, obviously, with the new location opening up. But I'd have to talk to Eugene about that. And instead of the bright red, make it a light gray. Yeah, definitely can make a note of that. I don't make any decisions on visual on the table, but definitely keep that in mind.
It could be an interesting hand. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Danny going to hit the jack. Michael, not much. No, definitely not much. As long as Danny will make a bet. Michael throw it away there, taking it down.
You take care, Ryan. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, Ryan, appreciate you checking us out, and see you soon. He's going to bed when it's getting, it's good. Heads up poker. But, he's a couple hours behind us over there in Baltimore. Appreciate him hanging out, and watching. So they're talking about the red on the table.
Yeah, I guess. So I mean, I will say it looks different on the camera than in person, right? So that might have been what could have happened there. Some people's like computer screens are showing certain colors a little brighter than others.
Is it too bright?
Huh?
They're saying it's too bright.
In person, I don't think it's too bright, honestly. But maybe when it comes through the camera, it might be a little bright. On some
before every baseball game, the umpires take some mud and rub the balls down to take the shine off. Now they get the mud from the Delaware River. I could go back home, come back and get some Delaware River and dull it up a little bit.
Well, and honestly, I mean, you saw what happened with our old table, right?
Yeah.
As the table gets worn, I think it'll slowly wear down. So maybe this problem will fix itself naturally. I don't see it's a problem, but for some people it might.
It's not like Boise State.
Oh yeah.
Oh my! I can't watch. It gives me a headache, man. It gives me a headache to look at that
or
field.
the Oregon basketball court.
I don't.
They have like a forest. Like,
yeah.
It looks like there's something wrong with your TV.
Yeah.
Like you think your TV's all pixelated, and then you're like, oh, that's their court.
Yeah, I don't watch much basketball, but I do know what you're talking about. Only because I watch Sports Center and the highlights, even when they're showing basketball. Well, look at this.
Oh my gosh!
Look at this. Did this really just happen? And Danny's going to think his ace might be good here.
He just flopped quads. Oh my goodness! I mean,
what's the likelihood that Mike's got two cards?
Oh no!
Well, that might help Danny. because that it's very possible. Oh, wow.
Come on.
That's not helping Danny at all.
What? I mean,
That's-
so
Oh, he threw it away. Oh, good, good. Good for
so
him.
yeah. I mean,
Is he going to show? Mike going to show? He's not going to show.
yeah. It's still kind of a weird fold, right? Because
Wow.
like the hands like queens and less got counterfeited on the river.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the king.
That's crazy.
The king probably saved Danny, you know, with his ace. He's like, well, I mean, Mike
He has
could
showdown
have,
value.
he
hits
could
the
have a
flush,
king.
yeah.
He could have a, you know, I mean, if a 3 and a 5 came on the turn
It
in the
would have been
river,
rough, yeah.
you know, he's like, yeah, my ace is gonna be good. He's got to have a 9 to beat me. You know, or bigger an ace.
Oh, and Kimmy Stone in the chat just stopped by before going to bed. Miss seeing all that TCH. Been super busy, but I'll be there a lot more after the move.
Oh, they're moving.
Yeah. They just recently got a new house.
Oh, well, good for them.
Well, good to see you in the chat, Kimmy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wish I could have tuned in a bit longer when you were commentating, but I had to obviously come over here. Yep. Thank you so much, Kimmy. Good night. to you and
Always
Emmy.
great to see
Hayden.
Kimmy and Hayden in the room playing, dealing to them. They're, you know, they're always a pleasure, no matter what they're doing here.
81, 61, 61.
What a crazy flop with the 9-3 too. 9-3
Yeah.
offsuit, flopping
Yeah.
quad nines.
What kind of hand was that heads up? I've never seen that.
It's
Crazy.
It's just funny too to me. Like if say Danny had actually a real hand, like queens or jacks,
Yeah.
he would have been counterfeited by the
Oh,
river. Well, that's the sick part about it. But I mean,
It could have
fortunate
saved
for
him, though. It could have
Yeah.
saved him.
That's true. Yeah, to get counterfeited, they
mean,
were only
I'm-
chopping.
I mean, I don't know. It's just a crazy, crazy hand.
Yeah, people typically don't know what to do when they have quads, right? Just because it's so rare.
Yeah.
You get so little actual first-hand experience when you have quads. It's like you kind of freak out. You don't know what to do sometimes.
Heads up, flopping quads.
Yeah, that too. Heads up.
I mean, it's just, wow.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was too hung up on the fact that he flopped quads.
Yeah.
He flopped quads. Heads up.
Heads up. And Danny had an ace. He had an
Yeah.
ace. He had an ace. And the turn comes a king. Oh.
Just imagine that turn came an ace. Yeah, that would have been one of the biggest coolers I've seen.
It's unreal. The hand itself was just unreal.
Three more.
We have a raise and a call, and we'll see a flop here. King, 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 maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Now,
Pair of jacks for Michael. It's gonna be the best hand. And Michael's slowly chipping back up here.
it's like we're going to see the same thing all over again.
Starting with the 6-1 chip lead. You know, then Danny takes the 2-1 chip lead. Now he has a 4-1 chip lead for
Unreal.
Michael. This is
unreal.
great heads up play here. And typically I've seen, I mean historically on our final tables, the person that's the most aggressive tends to win our final table heads up battles. I mean, it's just you can't just be waiting back for hands. It's you got to find certain spots, pick up on their tendencies, what little time you have as playing heads up.
And Mike's played, he plays in the room a lot. And anytime he's at the table, people take notice. You know he's there. He's not afraid to, he's definitely not afraid to mix it up. Okay, not much for Michael there, but Danny's got a gut shot, I guess, right? Danny might have to throw a little something out there. Yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have done that. You would have done that.
Yeah, the double check from your opponent, pretty weak, high percentage of the time there. Yeah, especially when you're in position, it's so much easier to realize the strength of your opponent's hand.
Full Elky, what's that?
I think there's a player named Elke, like a professional player.
Okay.
Nice hand here from Michael. King 10 of hearts.
He's gonna like that.
Would probably be prepared to call an all-in from Danny.
Ooh.
And I think that's what we might see here.
I don't know, Danny. An all in.
Yeah, the problem with just calling is you leave yourself back with only like 10 big blinds. And so like you really put yourself in a tough spot here if you don't hit.
And still ahead, but interesting. And Michael will get there with the king on the river.
Getting to this river card here might make Danny curious here and think long, think wrong. That king on the river. And he does make the call. King on the river, really?
You can see the frustration.
Yeah.
You can see the frustration, and he knows he probably should have went all in. Any other time, he should have. He could have gotten Michael to go away there. I think
Michael still makes the call though, even if Danny goes all in.
I mean, on the river, yes, but I think
no pre-flop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, pre-flop, yes.
No, I mean even on the flop, he was open-ended.
Was he?
Yeah. 8-9 jack. He had a king 10.
That's right. Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to be too results oriented, but yeah, I think the better play would have been for Danny to go all in. Unfortunately, Michael would have made the call.
Danny gonna go all in here, you think?
Absolutely.
He's gonna raise.
580.
All right, Mike's gonna make the call. Wow.
Whoa.
You kidding me, right?
Pair and a straight flush draw.
Wow.
All in and a call from Danny. Wow. Well, I mean, and Danny is open-ended. What a setup hand here. I mean,
wow.
Michael's vastly favored right now. Oh my gosh. And Danny's gonna hit his ace.
You're kidding me.
But Michael still has a lot of outs here.
Yeah. And he hit the straight flush. Are you kidding me? Are you
What?
kidding me?
Yeah, take a picture of that one.
Heads up, straight flush. Are we seeing this stuff tonight?
It was his tournament to win. And congratulations to Michael. Wow, I'm just so shocked by the straight flush here.
This is
a straight flush to end the tournament here, and Michael
wow.
started with the 6-1 chip lead. Danny took the 2-1 chip lead, and then he came back to take this tournament down. Of course, we don't want to forget
floppy quads.
Congratulations to Danny for taking up $11,097.
No doubt.
But Michael taking up that top prize of almost $15,000. Yeah. Look at that. That's the face of a champion right there. That's straight flush.
Quads, heads up. You had quads
and a straight flush.
And a straight flush to end the tournament.
Unbelievable.
Unreal. Congratulations, Mike. Well played, Danny. Hats off to Danny. He played well, very patient tonight, did the job. Unreal. Nice job.
Yeah, we'll come back to the booth here. Congratulations to all of our final table participants and our winner here, Michael, for taking this tournament down.
Definitely.
It's been a great tonight. It was a late one, but we had a great time hanging out with everyone tonight.
Yeah, past midnight.
Yeah, past my bedtime. But yes, y'all come back on Monday in Austin, Texas. Will be live on the streets of 2.5. and we'll be back live from Dallas on Tuesday for some quarter 50s.
All right, sounds good. Bugsy, love you. Shout out one last time to Bugsy. Guys, great night, Derek. Behave